the news broke like a thunderclap across the archipelago. "Trillions in oil found in Philippine waters," screamed the headlines. For a nation long accustomed to stories of struggle, it felt like a dream. Could the Philippines, long reliant on imported energy, truly be sitting on one of the world's largest untapped reserves? The initial shock quickly gave way to hope. Business leaders whispered of economic revolution. Fishermen imagined a future free from rising fuel costs. The discovery was more than geological. It was a psychological earthquake, challenging the narrative of dependence. Suddenly, the Philippines was poised to become an energy powerhouse, with the world watching closely. For the first time in a long time, the future felt dazzlingly bright. The scale of the discovery is staggering. Beneath these seemingly endless waves lies a hidden world of unimaginable wealth, a treasure trove that has remained largely untouched for centuries. The vastness of the Philippine seas, stretching as far as the eye can see, conceals secrets that could change the fate of a nation. At the heart of this story lies the Reed Bank, also known as Recto Bank, a geological marvel estimated to hold resources that rival the world's most productive oil and gas fields. For years, scientists and explorers have speculated about its potential, but only recently have surveys confirmed the sheer magnitude of what lies beneath. Trillions of dollars in oil and natural gas reserves could reshape the Philippine economy for generations to come. This is not just a windfall. It's a game changer that could lift millions out of poverty, fund infrastructure, and transform the country into a regional powerhouse. The promise of newfound prosperity is closer than ever before. But Reed Bank is just the beginning. The Sulu Sea Basin and Cotabato Basin, stretching across the southern reaches of the archipelago, also hold immense promise. These vast underwater basins are believed to contain significant untapped reserves, each with the potential to further boost the nation's energy security and economic standing. Together, these interconnected basins could make the Philippines not only energy self-sufficient, but also a major exporter of oil and gas. Imagine a future where the country's energy needs are met domestically, where Filipino industries thrive, and where the nation's cities and communities benefit from reliable, affordable power. For decades, however, these riches were out of reach, locked away by political disputes, technological limitations, and the ever-present risks of exploration. The West Philippine Sea has long been a flashpoint for maritime tensions, making access to these resources a contentious and dangerous endeavor. Now, with the advent of new technology and advanced exploration methods, the nation's unique geography is transforming from a challenge into its greatest asset. Cutting-edge seismic surveys, deep-water drilling rigs, and international partnerships are opening doors that were once firmly closed. The challenge today is no longer about finding the wealth. It's about unlocking it responsibly, ensuring that the benefits reach every Filipino. From skilled engineers on offshore rigs to local communities hoping for progress, the entire nation stands to gain if these resources are managed wisely and equitably. The deep waters of the Philippine seas are no longer just fishing grounds. They have become a vault of national prosperity, holding the promise of a brighter, more secure future for generations to come. The journey to unlock these riches has only just begun. To truly grasp the hope this new discovery brings to the Philippines, we must first look back at the long and difficult history of energy struggle in the country. For generations, the dream of reliable, affordable electricity has been just that, a dream, always just out of reach for millions of Filipinos. Energy poverty is a daily reality here. In countless homes, families gather around flickering candles or battery-powered lamps, sharing meals in the dim light during yet another brownout. Entire neighborhoods are plunged into darkness, and the silence of powerless nights is broken only by the hum of distant generators, if you're lucky enough to have one. For millions, high electricity costs and unreliable supply are not just inconveniences. They are daily burdens that shape every aspect of life. Brownouts disrupt routines, force children to study by flashlight, and leave families sweltering in the tropical heat with no relief. The cost of imported fuel dictates the price of everything, from the jeepney ride to work to the food on your table. When fuel prices rise, so does the cost of living, squeezing already tight household budgets. The nation's heavy dependence on foreign energy has drained billions from the economy, stifled local industry, and left the country exposed to the unpredictable swings of the global market. Factories slow down or shut their doors, jobs are lost, and growth stalls. Every spike in oil prices is felt instantly, eroding profits for small businesses, farmers, and fishermen. For many, it means making impossible choices between keeping the lights on or putting food on the table. The dream of stable, affordable energy has always seemed distant, a hope that flickers and fades with every new bill, every blackout, every empty socket. This struggle is woven into the fabric of everyday life. In rural villages and crowded cities alike, students huddle around kerosene lamps, determined to learn despite the darkness. Teenagers read by the faint glow of a single bulb, while children in remote areas gather around a small lamp, their faces lit with hope and determination. Businesses, too, pay the price. Shop owners throw away spoiled goods after blackouts, market stalls close early, and supermarkets lose entire inventories when the power fails. Each outage is a setback, a reminder of the fragility of progress. That's why the promise of energy independence is so powerful. It's more than just a technical achievement. It's a chance for families to finally breathe easy, for children to dream bigger, and for the nation to step confidently into a brighter, more secure future. The Philippines' struggles are thrown into sharp relief by its neighbors' success. Malaysia and Brunei built modern economies on oil and gas, funding infrastructure and social programs. Brunei's citizens enjoy free education and healthcare, all underwritten by energy exports. Even Indonesia and Kuwait have leveraged their resources for national prosperity. Meanwhile, the Philippines watched from the sidelines, hampered by instability and missed opportunities. The question has always been, why not us? Now, with this discovery, the nation finally has a second chance to write its own story. This is more than just an economic opportunity. It's a pivotal moment in the nation's history, a crossroads where the Philippines can choose a new direction. For decades, the country has faced challenges that seemed insurmountable, but now, a window has opened for real, lasting change. Beneath our seas and within our borders lie trillions in untapped wealth, resources that could finally end energy poverty, making electricity not just affordable, but reliable for every Filipino household. Imagine a future where blackouts are a thing of the past, and every home, school, and business is powered by our own energy. Achieving energy self-sufficiency would do more than just keep the lights on. It would attract both local and international investment, create millions of new jobs, and ignite a boom in construction and manufacturing. Factories would hum with activity, and new industries would rise, providing opportunities for skilled workers and entrepreneurs alike. The revenue generated could transform our public services, funding state-of-the-art hospitals, building modern schools, and upgrading infrastructure from city centers to the most remote barangays. It could also seed a sovereign wealth fund, ensuring that future generations benefit from today's progress. These benefits wouldn't be limited to the wealthy or those in the cities. Every community, from the mountains to the islands, would feel the impact. Fishermen, farmers, and families in the provinces would see real improvements in their daily lives as public services reach even the most far-flung areas. With newfound economic strength, the Philippines could command greater respect on the world stage. Our voice in international diplomacy and trade would grow stronger, opening doors for partnerships and opportunities that once seemed out of reach. The dream of becoming a first-world nation would no longer be a distant fantasy. It would be within our grasp, a future where our cities are modern, our youth are empowered, and our nation is a beacon of progress in Asia. This is our chance to reset the national narrative, from a story of struggle and survival to one of resilience, innovation, and strength. We can build a legacy of hope and prosperity for generations to come. The hope is real, and the potential is immense. Together, we can turn this glimmer on the horizon into a shining reality for all Filipinos. But the path to prosperity is fraught with peril. Corruption and political instability threaten to squander this wealth before it benefits the people. Much of the oil lies in the West Philippine Sea, where China's aggressive claims create a dangerous flashpoint. Developing these resources requires billions in investment and the trust of global energy giants. Investors demand stability, transparency, and protection from both domestic and foreign risks. The Philippines must prove it's a reliable partner, or risk losing out. Extraordinary leadership and unity are needed to navigate these challenges. The treasure is within reach, but it's guarded by dragons at home and abroad. The Philippines must act strategically, not just boldly. Start with reserves in undisputed waters, Palawan, Sulu Sea, to build expertise and revenue. Create a world-class legal framework to attract investment and ensure transparency. Learn from Norway and others. Establish a sovereign wealth fund. Insulate it from politics. Forge alliances with the US, Japan, and Australia for security and diplomatic leverage. Use new technology to access reserves from safer locations. National unity and anti-corruption measures will be the foundation for success. The clock is ticking. The Malampaya gas field, which powers a third of Luzon, is running dry. Its depletion will force the Philippines to import expensive, dirty fuels, driving up prices and risking blackouts. Developing new fields takes years. Delays now mean crisis later. Every day lost to indecision or red tape brings the nation closer to an energy shortfall. The window to act is closing fast. This is no longer a distant goal. It's an urgent national security imperative. The comfort of Malampaya is ending. The nation must be ready for what comes next. The time for action is now. The Philippines stands at a crossroads. One path leads to continued dependence and missed opportunities. The other, though challenging, offers energy independence and a future where the nation's wealth uplifts its people. The choice belongs to this generation. Will they rise to the occasion or repeat the mistakes of the past? The world is watching, and the stakes could not be higher. This is the Philippines' moment to seize its destiny. The decision made now will echo for centuries.